How are you all doing? Thank you very much for being here. I hope you can hear me. Mr. Sabinator's here. Crazy Music Space Jam is here. If ever you see the rocket light go out, it's because somebody unsubscribed. I connected it with the subscribers. You should see it flickering on and off. I don't think Darla's going to be here. We're talking about the accumulation of water. So I got water that came in through the bathroom ceiling, the water that came into the back room. Back room, I had a problem before. I have to fix the roof next year, a small part of the roof, but it was pretty bad. And the water that accumulated all over the lawn was, it's a Canadian storm. It drowned the lawn, but I've never seen that much water. Darla in the comment also said she's never seen that much water. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's not here. So if ever she got water, the neighbor in front got water. The fire truck was blaring, going around. Xander, you must have seen some water in Montreal. I'm seeing it. It's not, leak's not bad at all. I got a quarter of a cup of water that came in, and that's when it was really raining sideways. It's a part of the sky that it never rains from, coming from north, literally, and it was blowing on the corner of the house. Have a little gap. It's an old house, and some water came in, but I'm more worried about people, or I'm not sure Darla had water. Maybe she didn't, but I'm worried about people's basements. Neighbor in front, 3-4 trucks just pulled up with a bunch of coolers and pails. I went and asked him if he needed a hand. He's okay, but water came into his house. That sucks. But I mean, it's nothing compared to what the hell's going on in the States when you guys have hurricanes and everything. And this is not comparable. It's just that everybody's witnessing the changes. Our houses are not used to these type of storms. Like the land's not used to holding that much water, right? I've never seen that. Never seen that in my life. About half a foot of water all around the lawn. It's already gone. Took about 2 hours for it, maybe an hour and a half for it to subside. But pretty crazy weather that we got here. It just stopped, and they're announcing a little bit more, I think. So they were announcing 125 millimeters. I am positive that's what we got in about 2 hours. In Montreal, I saw that there was some floods coming in too. Right on, Crazy Music Space Jam. Sabinator, thanks again, brother. Mr. Star Hunter's in the house. Steven, thanks, brother. We're always coming back. What's up, man? Nice to see you. Thanks a lot. Pretty bad storm. It was a pretty bad storm. Hey, guys, I got up at 3 a.m. this morning. I don't know if you checked the community post. Why would you? Who was up at that time? I just cooked some chicken. It's hot in the house. I didn't eat any. Just had time to finish cooking it. I think there's something wrong with the stove. Took a little longer to cook. Crazy sky. We had fog. So hi, Karen Fitzpatrick. Sorry, guys, for missing you. Right on. If you can hear me, that's a good sign. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, because sometimes I start streaming and there's no audio or anything on. So yeah, it's too bad that posting the videos, they're holding the videos back to about 200-300 views, but the videos won't stop, as discouraging as it can be sometimes, all the time, of course. Sev is in the house. Thanks, my friends, for being here. You guys, you rock. And thanks for being a member, Sev. And to all of you for all that you do. And Laval, we're 2 feet underwater in our garages. I believe it, Xander. I believe it, brother. Oh, my gosh. Are you serious, dude? Yeah, I bet you probably about 40% of the houses in Quebec probably flooded. Lots of people were having some in their basement. I am totally astounded. Actually, do like me, I didn't go check. I'm afraid to go check in the basement. I just opened the door a little bit. There was none up the stairs. That was a good sign. But I've had infiltration before from downstairs. It actually clogged the town drain. And I asked them to unclog it. And the town sent me a fish. That's what they did. Not here for anyone official. Asked, hey, BSA fam, right on. The Rio Bueno. If we see any cops, we'll let you know, man. Thanks again, Star. Who else do we have here? Well, we'll be a small group tonight. That's what I thought. Got a leak as well. Rained. Sorry about that, Maria. Sweden, right? If I'm not mistaken. All night here on the west coast of Sweden. Absolutely. I'm sorry to hear about that. Yeah, pretty much everyone's tasting a little bit of some of the problems. And listen, I have an older house and stuff. I think it's worse for somebody that has, a carpet or something put down in the basement, maybe a floor they don't want to destroy or something. Maybe it's leaking near a couch and they got to move the bloody couch. And the way water works, like you all know, it doesn't infiltrate right away. It comes in through the walls or ceiling, and it can stay there for a hell of a long time, but it can accumulate a lot. And then all of a sudden, it just starts downpouring inside, and it could go for a couple of minutes. All that water that accumulates. I'm not that point. Like I said, I'm lucky it was a drip that I got, even in the hard rain, because I don't have a big leak. But still, for it to leak in the bathroom too, and on this side, it was a bit scary because you hear all the water drops, like one in the bathroom, one in the other room. You feel really poor. It sounds bad when you hear the water coming in. Everyone's new house or old house, everybody's going to have infiltration. Yeah, man, but it's all good. The flowers in back are dead. I had a big 6 feet bundle of climbing flowers that we're going to go around the trellis because I have an ugly yard, right? And they're dead because it toppled over. The water was so heavy that I saw the trees expand. Like, you're going to say, Bruce, it's rained before. No, not like that. That's pretty much the longest. That is, in my life, the longest downpour I've ever seen. Because think of it. A literal downpour never lasts more than 5 minutes. It can go 15, is very rare. 2.5 hours. I could hear it on my aluminum roof. You can imagine how it sounded. It was really loud. The sun right now, Maria, is not doing very well. The sun right now, guys, is not doing good at all. And it's back down to M2 at least. The sunspots are insane. This is just this freaking massive sunspot that is facing us. So it's disturbing the magnetosphere around Earth. And the more the magnetosphere gets disturbed, the more problems that we're going to have. Delta Dog, how are you doing? Yes, I woke up at 3 a.m. this morning, guys, because of the rain. It was raining really, really, really hard. And then after that, I went to go outside to try to clean some things up that were lying around in the yard that I wanted to put it away before it rained or got windy. It did get windy, but it's just that no big winds, just the rain. The rain came down so much that it didn't have time in the streets to go down the gutters. It just stayed over the gutters. You see, it was still going in, but there was too much water. That much water I haven't seen ever here since I've lived here in 13 years. Never saw that, especially not that little bit of time. Is Count with us? Yes, he is. Boom, Macablamarie. Mr. Count Derpula is in the house. And thanks, everybody, for the views, for watching the channel, for coming back to the channel. Oh, there we go. I think we lost a subscriber. We're going to see the rocket flashing. Bagass words. How are you doing? Weird World in the house. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I try. Tim Hamby, how are you, brother? Hello, all and everyone. Hey, Terry Berry, back in the house. Thank you very much. Sanders says his landlord, Bruce, what the hell? His landlord won't bother, even though I can do the work myself. The main drain leading to the city is completely blocked too. I believe it, man. I'm seeing a whole bunch of tow trucks on the auto routes already taking cars away. So what happened is you guys got it before me. It left Montreal and it came down this way. It was pretty bad too. Really, really bad. Well, it's just the rain. It was bad. Sure, there was some wind, but nothing out of the norm. It's the rain, the continual downpour of the rain, the speed of it. And the whole sky was foggy and milky. Everything was wet and humid in the house. The windows were all fogged up. A lot more humidity than I've ever noticed or seen in the windows here too. Tojo Melville from England, thanks a lot for being here. Hope you guys are appreciating the videos. Tomorrow I'll get a whole bunch of other shorts up. I want to maintain the shorts and get some even closer shots in the shorts and a long format video, of course, that I'll get up for you all. Tomorrow we're Saturday. They're announcing, I think, more rain for us here. Well, thanks for asking, Mr. Sabinator. Yeah, Darla is completely busy. So many people got water infiltration here. Maybe even it's water in the yard. People are moving things around. I'd never seen it not go down like that on the grass. For around here, it's not common. Terry Berry's in the house. Thank you, Terry Berry. Yes, the sudden flush from the ceiling, like you say, Maria. And that's what happens, eh? It's pretty insane, eh? Water accumulates in the house. It can destroy a house really fast. Never falls in the right place. You need 3 pails because the drip is going plick, 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 plick. It's falling in 2 or 3 spots. You gotta, depending on the angle of gravity, I guess. True Cyborg. Hey, Bruce. Brother, how are you doing, man? Nice to see you. Hey, chats. Boom, Macablamry. Sabity. What the hell is wrong with me? Sabity is on Rumble. And I thank you very much, kind sir, for doing so. The sunflower, don't face the sun this year. Yes. Probably too hot. 16 millimeters. At least 100, 150 here, 125 here for sure. That's what they were announcing, and it got pretty crazy, actually. It got pretty insane. Excuse me for slurping my coffee. Sunny and breezy here today, says Tojo Melville. Hey, Tojo, you're super lucky. Ideal for drying the washing online. Absolutely. Smells great after that. Hey, nobody on Rumble, eh? Yeah, there was pretty bad attack. So what do you guys think of them being able to block all the platforms? It's rare that people get blocked like that on all platforms. I mean, think of it. One guy said it wasn't true, but Alex Jones is on Rumble. He's being seen, no problem. Doesn't mean I have to get 1,000 views every video to start off, but you would think that every single video stopping at 150, 200 doesn't really make any sense. It makes Rumble look like it's a dead platform, but it isn't a dead platform. And I have confidence in that platform. Eventually, it should rise. Hope so soon. We'll see. Sugar Bee, 21 months. What can I say for that? It's a long time, Sugar Bee. I hope you're well. Hello, Bruce. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for being here, for being a member, all of you. Kristen, congratulations, Sugar Bee. Well, thank you very much, Kristen, also for the Patreon, for all the help you're giving the channel, for being a member, the contributions. Thank you so much, Kristen. I appreciate that. Elias Barnes in the house. Hey, man, how's it going? Yes, I think she is going to take a swim in her basement, in her pool in the basement. I hope she doesn't have carpet. Poor her. If she has one. Like I said, I could be wrong. Andromeda Native, how are ya? After the battle, Andromeda. Nobody here. Just us. Hello, Andromeda Native. Thank you so much, my kind friend, for being here. I hope you're doing well, Andromeda. Are you anxious for the next UFO report? As anxious as I am? It sure is taking a hell of a long time for the UFO reports to come out, eh? It's incredible. They'll come out soon. I'm positive. Well, howdy back from West Virginia. the beautiful people of West Virginia. Sandro, thank you. Thanks for coming back, my friends. Nice to see you, Sandro. Joël, comment ça va? Est-ce que tu viens de te faire inonder? Oui, ça va à part l'eau. Ouais. Yeah, so I guess, Joël, toi aussi, tu as reçu de l'eau. J'espère que non, j'espère que tu n'as pas trop de dommages. Everyone around here has received water. I was very lucky, a couple of drops. Elias, thank you. Yeah, Rumble, is it that dead on Rumble? I wonder what's happening. I wonder what is happening. I know what is happening. Interesting. Let me see here. Elias is there. Dave on Rumble too. Thanks a lot. And Sabby, my heroes. Thank you very much, my friends. Think of it. Nobody is here. So the Bruce Seasall channel was destroyed on all platforms 2 days ago. And not since has there been any comments or views on Rumble. Brighteon, my views are actually locked since 6 a.m. this morning, have not gone up. Posted some jellyfish on Brighteon. I think it's completely, they don't want me posting about the moon. Sort of a compliment. Really is, when you think of it. Yeah, I believe it, especially with the heat, you guys. I don't know if it's like that in Australia. I would assume it's so hot sometimes it rains and you don't even get wet. Here it's very humid, so we get wet a lot, even with just a bit of rain. Watching the Montana rally and Bruce. Right on, Montana rally, very important. Wishing you the best of luck, Sugar Bee, so that the U.S., becomes great again. Finally, it's going to happen. Trump's airplane, he's okay, but they had to land with a mechanical failure or a mechanical problem, I think. Oh, Sugar Bee, one of those, eh? We're always going to jail. YouTube puts us in jail for the most horrible things. I can only imagine, Sugar Bee, what you must have said for them to have blocked you for a couple of days. Were you talking about the pandemic? Were you talking? Actually, don't say it because you're probably going to block you again. Yeah, I hear you. Stupid control. Yes, started up after the rally. Oh, hardcore sensors started up after the rally. Yeah. It's so corrupt, all the crap. It's really bad, everything that's going on. YouTube has been acting differently for the last week in the thing they show me. Yes, thanks for letting me know that. In the things they show you, yes, it's been so strange. Thanks for letting me know that, Kristen. I believe it. Same for me. And Kristen, doesn't it coincide a lot with the crowd strike? I don't know if you heard about that one, but you'll want to look that one up. There was a major breach with, I think it's Windows 10, people that have Windows 10 on their computers or something like that. There's even some computers that are fried and they have to pay to have somebody go to their homes to fix the computers. But there's no talk on how many computers damaged or what happened. It's all paid hush hush. The media doesn't tell. They're all are they ever freaking corrupt? All around the world, guys. The media are all together. The green screen bullshits, the latex masks, and fakery and manipulated weather. Oh my God! Yeah, I think it's worse than we thought. It's like everything's manipulated. Everything is manipulated. I heard somebody say there is no symmetry with the system. There's nothing symmetrical with the fake matrix. Everything is planned ahead of time. Nothing happens symmetrically in the matrix, apparently. Right, the Rio Bueno. Apparently the censorship. Nice talking to you all, guys. you don't get one of my boring, annoying videos this time. I'm just teasing. Apparently, the censorship goes full 1984 around election season. It really does. And man, maybe it has a lot to do with that also, that they're hiding views. I'll tell you what, I used to get a lot of people from Russia coming here, and they just have an update not that long ago. You can see it on your studio pages on the right if you still have them there. So we all have different pages. Russia, can't be part of YouTube, so there's a lot less views there when it has some people coming from Russia. Isn't that silly, eh? Yet. Commanderando 123. Hello, Mr. Bruce, and all others. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Cool little video last live stream. If ever you guys want to check it out, it was about 7 or 8 minutes talking exactly about that, the latex masks, and how national spies can change their identities. Even Biden with the mask, where he was scratching the back of his neck, where you could actually see that he was wearing a mask, and that the mask was elevated off of his the back of his neck. Very weird. And I love you more, Kristen. Thank you very much. You'll see, Kristen, like a lot of the mods know that stick around here, like Elias and everyone, and Star Hunter. The community goes up and down. It's normal. Some people come, some people go, some people are busy, some people come by, some people have different times to come by. But you're going to notice the dip in the viewership there, a great big dip, because I believe that the UFO reports that everyone's trying to push out, that they're really in shit, the government, then there is one hell of an interagency battle on the inside. I was surprised, and thanks guys for responding to the poll in the community. Maybe not you here necessarily, but a lot of people don't think they're ever going to reveal the moon. Well, I already did, but maybe not the governments, of course. But it'll never to be hidden again, even though we're a small bunch to find out about it. Bradley Smith, thank you very much. If you're the right kind of strange, Count Derpula says, people will give you a wrench. That's why you have one. Do you? I can't even see them here or give them out here. I'd have to do a members only stream, or sorry. Yeah. I should. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Bradley Smith, thanks for being here, man. Thanks for being a member. Hello, Bruce. I have to always resubscribe. Thanks for letting me know that. And I will continue to. I appreciate that. This is the coolest guy in the public eye. Thank you so much, guys, for your inspiring support and comments. It is inspiring, guys. I'll be honest with you. One comment during the day, it's very inspiring. Sandro says, Bruce is all. What would you do if they came down to you? Well, Sandro, let's see here. I could show you what I did. I would try to interact with them through simplistic nodding and hand gestures and bowing, not like they're gods, but bowing, sort of giving head signals and stuff like that. I've thought of it before. I've honestly thought of it before. Want to see something here. My heart was going. My heart was really a fluttering. And of course, it's, which one's the best one? Is it that one? No, that's sideways. Maybe this one is a good one. Yeah, I guess that one's okay. The object was 15 feet from us and was no higher than 15 feet in the air. We can take a look at that one. Sorry, everyone. Little brain dead I am here. Share the screen. So, of course, I put it in the last video, I think, even, or the video before. I think, yeah, the last video. But this spacecraft came down out of the sky, literally out of the sky, hovered over the garage, was 15 feet from me, making no sound. It was beautiful, blinding, bright, and red, but you can't see it here with the colors of the infrared. But short video, 48 seconds of amazement. I still get excited, by the way, when I see this.
Oh my God. What the hell? Wow. Wow. Wow.
So I ran to get the, that's why you hear me heavy breathing there. Did you hear the sound drop?
I don't know what that is.
That wasn't me. That's see that?
Light.
My camera. That's the original camera as I'm filming it. And by the way, that camera is broken. It doesn't work anymore. My infrared. You could hear the dip in the volume in the audio where I was very loud, and then all of a sudden it became very dim. So guys, I confirm, and of course I documented this. Governments, if they're watching this capture, and they are, it's like Jeremy Corbell's chandelier, by the way. You have to check that out, by the way. He got it in heat signature. I got this with the infrared camera. Yeah, it literally destroyed my camera, and it started bringing the audio down. But you know what? I was able to film the entire session, and the minute I pressed end on the video, it stopped working. The camera didn't light back up after I started effing flipping out. So then I went into the house, grabbed the card, and the card worked. I was able to see the video, but listen to the dip in the sound.
Oh my God.
The shape's changing in the inside, guys. This is fucking crazy.
That wasn't me. That's that light. And my camera was scrap after that. Oh my God.
The object was 15 feet from us and was no higher than 15 feet in the air, almost touching my garage. Boy, can you hear my Canadian accent when I said, oh my God? I sound like someone from Newfoundland. Listen to this. It was no higher from PEI than 15 feet in the air, almost touching my garage. And this object was transparent. You could see through it, and you could see that light. And my camera was scrap after that.
Oh my God.
The object was 15 feet from us and was no higher than 15 feet in the air, almost touching my garage. And this object was transparent. It defied. Whoop! What the hell's going on? Wow, some people really had some bad water. We got cops going door to door. I hope they don't come here. You could see through it, and you could see it change shape in the center. You see it, eh? How it's changing shape in the center. It's first, it's a square. So it's far away. You see the distance, how far it is? And then it comes up. You see that? Guys, it's over the tower here, okay? And then when I grab the camera, it's in front of me in the backyard and in a flash, literally. There it is. And I turn. There's no zoom here, by the way. Like, I mean, it's in front of me. It's just to say that I almost, it's the whole screen. And look at the shape inside changing, getting soft, hard edges. You see that the square becomes with angles and that bright light in the center. And these light, what fascinates me about this effing incredible capture, 1, 2, 3, and 4 lights here. These are the ones that are thrusting. And these 4, you'll see that they seem independent from the other 4 and from those. Don't know if you know it. This is, listen, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lights around it. A light here in the center with a shape. So Jeremy Corbell talks about a transparent craft called the chandelier that has the same thing, except him, you see his long points of light at the end because, again, he has a heat signature camera. but the changing of the shape in the center for me is pretty incredible. I was able to present this to the Pentagon, and of course, because of Garpan, the Space Force 2, that's Jimmy Carter's thing that he started every year, the UFO reunion, right? It's Carter started this a long time ago, and I was able to present it there, but it stopped people from coming. You'll see the top of the garage there when it gets really, really close before the camera F's up. I mean, now I was okay right there, guys. Listen, literally, I was almost disbelieving it, and I was close to going in the house. If it would have gotten any closer, like 10 feet, I honestly would have maybe gone in the house. I did not feel bad. It was majestic. It was heavenly, I felt, but scary. Watch how close it is there, and you'll see it. It literally touches my effing garage. It's sitting on it like a tree. There it is. So, guys, that's like right in the back effing yard. And there's the garage right here, which looks round because of the heat that we're seeing coming off of it. And that light there. So that's, yeah, pretty incredible. And right there, that was the last of my infrared camera. Camera went off. It even stopped recording right as boom. That was it. So, Sandro, that's a real spacecraft that I was able to film coming down to my house. And I was also able to film spacecraft landing on the moon. That's something extremely rare. I thank God so much that I'm able to see all the shorts that I made. Those are all shorts from a couple of days. I thank God so much that I was able to see the UFOs on the moon and show you guys. I'm still going to be able to do it. And I was told anyways that I'd be able to do the work freely, no problem, but that there's nobody that's going to be seeing you. You're going to be blinded to the public. The public's not going to see me. But still, some people come by. So in a way, the public does see me. You know, that's how I look at it. Good day to you too. It was a joke. Thank you very much. Sandro, thanks. I appreciate that, guys. The likes really do help the channel. Absolutely. And to the few of you on Rumble. So are you impressed, guys? Not about my work. Are you impressed that the videos don't get very many views? Like, honestly, with a large telescope, even just filming the moon, most people with 14-inch telescopes don't film the moon. There's a whole bunch of videos of people that have 14-inch telescopes, but they don't film the moon. What they do is they show the telescope and they show what it does and they show the interiors of their observatories, but they're not necessarily showing the moon with that. David Miles, thanks for coming back, my brother. I appreciate that. Common Sense Sanity, thank you for being on Rumble. I appreciate it. I gave a thumbs up. Thanks for that, man. Lonely Here. Yes, it is compared to YouTube. What the hell's wrong with me? But still, only 58 watching. I didn't even share it on X tonight. Did you also hear, Sugar B, about Brazil? Flight. I don't remember the flight. It's tragic. There's 62 people that lost their lives in a crash. I saw the crash. It fell out of the sky. I heard the motor and everything, but just it fell out of the sky, straight down out of the sky. 62 people perished. Oh, heard the horrific crunch of the plane hitting the ground. Horrible. 62 people all at once. That's horrible, eh? 62 families. Imagine how many people that 62 families will affect. 500? 600? Shane. Fairty, thank you very much. Hello, Bruce. The best channel above the real moon. Hey, thanks for the encouragement, my friends. I really appreciate that. Honestly. I tell you, one comment a day and I'm that's all I need. Always so happy. The tower. Yeah. See, I look at these every day. I'm going to show you this one. I look at these and they just flip me out. And more, like when I thought things were like, oh, it could be a tower or whatever, or a structure on the moon. When you find out that you really are showing structures it is a hell of a scary thing because NASA and the Artemis program, they're talking like they're going to actually go to the moon. I don't know. I honestly don't know if they're going to be going to the moon. I wasn't supposed to show any videos right now, but hey, why not?
Hi, welcome everyone. In 8 weeks, we'll have 4 years of research.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, a structure on the surface of the moon. I hope I'll turn this one around. Like me, just this. When I first saw this, there's something that sticks out to me so incredibly, and it's that. The angles and stuff like that. You can say pareidolia. You can say it's the shadows. Excuse my hiccups. I don't think so. I think it's more than that. Here in negative image, you can literally see that it is something out of place. I think it's safe enough to say there's even a shadow there, if I'm not mistaken. That's the same. And listen, a lot of people tell me it's not a shadow. Guys, seriously, the head on it, bigger, right here, bigger head, and I'm telling you, and the base here, sort of some symmetry in it, a little bit. In the Southern Highlands, just that. But this is so out of place. It's incredible. That is nuts. It's really pronounced. It's clear. You really see it. But of course, look at this. Like everything else is, smokes, hazes, whatever, shadows. Not always easy to be able to see it. So many captures. See, by the way, that, if I'm not mistaken, is Clavius Crater. It's really, really close to Clavius Crater. Right there, Clavius Crater, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Amazo Crater. I was really surprised that, well, not surprised. The last video, those 4 objects that I showed, guys, I don't know if you know it, but you want video. Look at the videos, guys. Absolutely insane. Insane jellyfish. Insane to the membrane. What do you think of the gas coming from it? What the hell can it be? That's always fascinated me that we see the gas coming from it. Jellyfish. These really look like the STS-75, eh? Look at that. Holy crap, is that me, I'm flipping out because it's a really good view. I'm really happy that I was able to see that with the smokes and hazes. It's so clear. And the STS-75 mission, as a matter of fact, what I'm filming even has that black, sorry, I jumped around here. That is fascinating. You'll see here has to do with their direction and maybe even their breathing. It's also expanding sort of in a bioluminescent way, similar to what I filmed. There's a tether incident there, the tether. So look at that black triangle thing move around. You see how it bends itself? It's like a living organism. Watch on the right under the clouds on the moon. Could that be the same bloody objects that we see? And on the left, even bigger one, because, I was closer to it. But that one on top there, seeing the gas or yellow, because there's no filter there. Okay, do you have good eyes, guys? I think I've been saying this since like 2018. It's going to lay an egg. You let me know if you see it lay something, okay? I'll say now when it's going to be behind it, okay? Then I'll go back and pause it. Sorry for jumping around here. And it takes off. It's swimming like a hell of a fast. It's fast, fucking fast. There it is. Just laid an egg right there. You see it? Right before it goes in. We'll pause it. Here. Just let it go. You see it. I have good eyes. If you have a phone, don't even think of it. If you have a smaller screen, I have a 32-inch screen. Anyways, it's there. And where's it going? It's going inside of a crater. Yeah, that's the crater I showed you the other 3 lights that went inside of it. And here close up, it's just, isn't it insane? Still can't believe that I filmed it. It's absolutely insane. There, just laid an egg or whatever, laid something there, something even bigger, and fires in front, explosions that pop up in front of them. You gotta say, what the living hell are these creatures? And I imagine these big blobs winding up on the side of a capsule. This one here is bone chilling, guys. This is beside Clavius crater, 15 kilometers. Like the crater is right there. This is on the edge of it, just off of it. And we see objects going face to face with each other, some type of smoke, natural or not, coming off of this, whatever, UFO creature that's on the moon. I'm going to force you to watch the same video we just watched. Here, you know, it was important, guys, because this that we saw here is not the same. You can see that there are elements. You could literally see that there's a shape and form there where the fire and light is coming from, a triangular shape even. So jellyfish-like in the center, real spacecraft shape and form to the right here, which is fascinating. But here, fast-moving objects that are getting shot at. And here on the surface, on the bottom, you see fast-moving UFO fleet. So what I was trying to get at is that these are not all the same lights, but they are all on the moon, right? Except for this one. Guys, I can't wait for Jeremy Corbell to show this one right here. He only showed an image. He shows an image like that, okay? And that's what I want him to show. So all these objects moving around the moon. Like, what the hell do you want that to be? Definitely hiding itself. The colors, of course, I mentioned it. The brown and change. You see the blue here, guys? Depending on your screen, do you see the blues here? That is the atmosphere, the oxygen around the moon, I believe. And you'll see that there's even an oxygen blue line around the moon. When I showed that, boy, I got a lot of complainers. But the browns here are blowing me away. Beresheet crashed right here, my friends. Okay, Beresheet. And the colors are changing drastically. And when you see browns, that can also be greens, because greens and browns, there's the oxygen blue line that you see around the moon is what I believe is the oxygen blue line, just like around Earth. Same thing. The rectangle that you see ever so bloody well, doesn't that look like lush vegetation? And you could tell that it's so choppy and thick here, brushy or whatever. It's all, there's nothing flat here, right? Nothing flat at all. And you see 1, 2, 3, 4, all these bumps coming off the edge here. And then it goes inside here, a pipe or tunnel here, 90-degree angle. It's ridiculous seeing that. And this too, these craters, I've showed it, but boy, is it hard to show. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All these branches are coming out from this crater. And when you adjust the exposure, you can really see it well. See this object here? This object is high rising inside of this square. And guys, you see the faint line that's here at the end of my arrow? Some of you probably won't, but some of you will. At the end of these lines are connected to the energy sources. The line, look what happens. It goes up the mountain and veers. Those are 2 effing electrical connections. That is literally electrical hydro connections right there. These objects here, there's 4 of them. They're evenly distanced with the lines going out the back. What if I told you that it's UFOs that are parked on the surface and those lines are fueling them up, or it's the corridor for them to go into the moon? They get out. Like any silly airport that you go out to your car, you have this little tunnel that goes out, you just walk out. Nobody sees you. Jump into your car. 1, 2, 3, 4 objects there. 1, 2, 3, 4 objects. There's a line here. There's a line going in the back. and they all have lines, and you can see something crazy. And again, we're along the Terminator line, guys. That's why I can see it really well. Now upside down, little blurry, never easy to see. As a matter of fact, this high rising object there, like there's a lot of high rising objects on the surface, but with the optical illusion, it's near impossible to see. I admit it. Doesn't the moon look fake with all the bloody browns? But this one here, there, I've always seen the brown here, but only here. I've never seen it reaching over here on this part. And I'm telling you guys, it reminds me of the water on the surface. Is it Archimedes here? You see, right? The colors are pretty crazy when you look at them. It's insane. Always been a color up here on the top of the moon. There's always that sort of baby blue turquoise, I guess is the best color to mention. So I don't, depending on your monitors, turquoise, darker gray, lighter gray, white. Here's some blues and turquoise here. Here's all the green, purples here and blues right there. Browns here, lots of purple here. Around the mare, browns here, blue, dark blue, light blue, blue with fog or haze around it. You can see there. You could see a purple spot there. You know, when you look at this, okay, here there are 90-degree angles exactly where these guys said that they declared landing, which is a bit lower than that. I don't know if we'll see it here. Actually, around here. So they say. So they say. So they say. Giant creatures in the lunar atmosphere, but no one will believe it. I think everyone will pretty much believe it. And when they mention there's somebody up there on the moon, like I said, if they do mention it, which I think that they will, they're going to downsize it a little bit. Oh, it's just humans, or it's aliens, but they're really cool. They play tennis. Maybe that's all they tell us. Right on. So he's speaking at 9 p.m. Central, 10:04 Sugar Bee. Yes, Sandro. And they did shut me down back in the day, and for 5 months. And they gave me back my channel because they said it was a glitch. When they gave me back the channel, it was ruined. And that's when the manipulation started, where I was having problems with everything. I can't report to YouTube, because they don't reply to me. It's like I'm a ghost. I think it actually protected me. Look at it the way you want. I think a hacker protected my channel not to be hacked, because I'm surprised I'm not. Absolutely, Terry Berry. And if you're in Canada, vote for Pierre Poilievre. Si vous êtes Canadien, vous êtes au Canada, votez pour Pierre Poilievre. Right on. Well, là que ça tombe juste un peu depuis 7 heures. True Cyborg, merci. Thank you, brother. Awful thing, that plane crash in Brazil. It was, Maria. Sorry for the late reply. It was horrible. It was really horrible. And, I can't help but wonder, with all the manipulation going on and deliberately, the assassination attempts and stuff. Guys, in the past 2 years, how many assassination attempts have we seen in how many countries? 6? 7? I'm not kidding. Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, butthole. Putin, an assassination attempt. Trump, assassination attempt. One in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's just basically, it's every leading country, or every country that's involved in space, and Russia, the States, all these assassination attempts. It's getting pretty crazy. Heard there was a medical emergency situation possible with Trump or someone on the plane. Fuck it. See, I'm sorry. That's what I was worried about, that they're going to say, oh, well, they're landing the plane, a little problem. You could be sick right now. I hope not. I hope nothing happened. Yes, Andromeda, if you're talking about the rain, but yeah, it was really bad. We had some infiltration in 2 rooms, actually, for the first time. 2 rooms, and my neighbor in front, the police, fire trucks are going by with hoses and sump pumps, I think, to empty out people's houses. Some people got infiltrated pretty bad. Thanks for letting me know that, Kristen. I'm going to be checking it out. Hope you're well, Andromeda. Jill in the house. What kind of storm was this? Exactly. I think it was a manipulated storm. Yeah, Sandro. I heard of that one. I heard some people started talking about it. I can tell you guys another thing. Actually, I shouldn't because it's I want to protect Trump, obviously. But when some people told me um, that Trump is heavier than 215 pounds because he said he was 210 or 215 or something like that. You must know that this guy must have a hell of a vest on, bulletproof vest. There's a picture of Trump with a hole. Right here. Right there. Check it out. A hole in his blue suit. He got hit there. You could hear also like hitting the podium or something, obviously, also. Lucky. I hope he's okay tonight. Nope, nothing happened. Well, Jill, it definitely has to do with the sun. The sun right now is storming, pretty big, also an M5, almost M5. It's affecting the magnetosphere, and the sun, when it's active, it affects everything, even the volcanoes here. It regulates everything here on Earth. And then when it's closer to the full moon, it could be worse. Sometimes we're really bad off where it's just basically the magnetism. There's so much magnetism and the radiation coming from the sun. You know what's happening, guys? In 2023, the wings of protection around Earth was down. It was completely down, right? CERN opening portals. They're talking about it more and more, eh? CERN doing some stupid shit. Got banned twice. Still don't know what I said. Got banned twice. Where, Andromeda? Here? Didn't see anybody ban you here. I wouldn't ban you, right? I hope. Right? Do let me know. And if you get banned, let me know who is banning you. Right, Andromeda? Yes, getting strange out there, says Kristen. It's very strange and sort of scary. It really is. Yes, Cam. The world is a complete stage. Literally, for real. Pre-planned solution, a biometric agenda is coming to America, and many will cheer for it. Idiots, right? To keep future election integrity and keep immigrants out. You mean the planned solution biometric? Well, yeah. I'll tell you another thing is that this is what they're doing. This is what the WEF is doing, the World Economic Forum. They're gathering data on human beings. They need the biometrics of all human beings to be able to follow them and to be able to reproduce us. So I'm telling you right now, the elites are back engineering humans. They back engineered most of our parts, and they're trying, obviously already have, to make hybrid humans. Okay. That's exactly what they're doing. 100,000%. I'm positive. Trump had his shoes off already. Hero. Did he? Yeah, that would make sense, eh? I don't know, Jill, and I'll tell you what, can we still see it? I wonder if we can still see on the Weather Channel how insane the weather was right now. It's over all the way up to California, to here, down to Nunavut, all the way down to Florida. It goes all the way down to the States, also Jamaica, Cuba, into the ocean. It's insane. So let me do this here. Thanks for stopping by tonight, y'all. I'll be getting some more videos up too, and tomorrow. So what did I want to do? Yeah, just wanted to show you this. So I'm here in the circle beside Valleyfield. See, this is the border for me. No planes come here in this triangle here. So I'm lucky. Get small aircraft, and let's see here. Let's play it. This is at the right time, but let's see a couple of hours a bit before how it was going. First of all, let's zoom out. I'm in the center of this shit there. That's why we got a lot of water. Look, guys. All of North America, guys, is plunged into crazy storms. It's Manitoba and Saskatchewan that are not. And this gap here in the center, well, it won't be long. I'm sure they're getting wind and a bit of rain for sure. But isn't that insane? But look here in Quebec. That is nuts. That's just absolutely insane. So right now is here. And let's see where it's going to go if we're going to get any more rain. So I will be getting more rain in about an hour. A little bit, although compared to what the hell was falling. That's insane there. You can see the red and the yellow. That means it's massive rain. At one point, I was even seeing some purple in there. And you see, look, I'm not kidding. It goes all the way down to Jamaica. Back to back. I mean, okay, think of it. Tampa, Miami, going down. Now we're in La Havana. In La Havana, sorry. Cuba. Oh, look, it's coming out from underneath the island of Cuba. No. It's that lich. That's weird, eh? Yeah, it's insane. Gulf of Mexico here. So everywhere. So imagine if you're on a plane, you're leaving Cuba and you want to come to Montreal. Look at the weather. That's insane. So tonight, a bit later tonight, it's going to be, it's going to be hitting New Brunswick and everything tonight. New Brunswick, you'll hear flooding tomorrow in New Brunswick. Pretty insane. Pretty insane. Oh, yes, and confusion for sure. Yes, the numbers. Hey, Pam, how are you? Thank you very much. Hi. Yeah, Shane. Big numbers, very rarely. Only 2 months out of the 8 years that we had big numbers, except big numbers for you. It depends on what you think is big. Well, I was at usually 80,000 or 100,000. I got up to 500,000. As a matter of fact, this is cool. Sharing the screen, can show some stuff. Let's see where I'm at here. That was the video this afternoon. So you can see here, the beginning, the month of January in 2024, at the end of the year in 2023 in December, we hit 100,000. So we were celebrating that in January. We got a lot of subscribers. I think 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers. You could all go and see it yourself on Social Blade. And just to give you an idea, that was before it went up, because there should be about 425,000 views here, but they were actually rolling back views. They were rolling back views. But if you look, watch this, no jokes. You can go see on Social Blade for the entire timeline. Okay, the maximum views are 30,000 a month. This here went up to maybe 60 or 70,000. So say to yourself, the next day, okay, the next day, I went from 300 and some thousand to 69,000, and then down to 30,000, 640 or whatever, and back down, back down, back down. This is where we are here. There. See, they're keeping me down. I'm trying to get it up. That's pretty insane. If you want to see this video, guys, you can check out the last live stream that I did. I put up a 7-minute video showing some cool stuff. He had to board a private plane to head to the rally. Yes. So on top of him having to go to the rally. So did he make it to the rally? He's going to be there at 9 Central, so he'll be late because of that, most likely. I don't like the fact that he's going to be at the rally. Holy crap. Tim Allen? You mean like Tim the Toolman Taylor? I think it's the neighbor. Howdy, neighbor. Remember? That was Dave, not Biden. Jason Berezny, how are you, brother? Used to be a mod, but the cure went out of style. Jill, thanks for letting me know. And I'm so sorry, those of you that don't get notifications. I really am. Terry Berry, thanks for coming back all the time. I love the double dippers, you guys and gals that keep coming back. Thanks so much. Timelines, timelines, timelines. Well said. They've taken so many views from this channel. That's a fact. They have, Shane. Even the subscribers. One person told me that they saw 150,000 subscribers. Of course, there's some people like teasing me, but I'd have to show that again. I don't think it was manipulated. It's 125 or 150,000 that in Spain that they used to see. Yeah, that's right. Kristen doesn't get notifications either. Use my memory, and it's not good. Hey, listen, I hear you. Been there, done that. You're always here whenever you can, Chris, and I appreciate it so much. Saw the plane had mechanical issues. Had to stop in Billings, Montana. Exactly, Jill. Yeah, but my friends, in your 70s, still young, by the way, but seriously, in your 70s now, if we could all make it 3 years, guys, there will not even be any more cancer. They're going to bring it all out, and they're going to bring it out making money. Come and tell me that there's not a way to make money with us without freaking enslaving us. Aren't they stupid? When you see how the system's developed, you know that it's not professionals that are trying to, it's not true that they're trying to find a green energy. That's bullshit, right? It's all fake. It's all fake. Even the Aeolians are effing big polluters. They keep busting, and when they bust, you cannot recycle that fiberglass. It's fiberglass. It winds up. It goes into this friggin' dump, and there's lots of them, and they're gigantic. All those lines and those are things that we have to think of when we're looking at the moon. You know, when you look at the moon, you look on the ground, on the surface, and you see a whole lot of objects side by side. We got to think. We got to think. But don't forget, our system and our buildings are square and stuff like that, it doesn't mean if we see something square on the moon, it's a building. But I'll tell you what, it's definitely constructed. That's a fact. Will do, Shane. Thanks for the encouragement. Appreciate that. I like parallel universes also. In a parallel universe, we should talk about the unknown next stream. I'm overdue for talking about it. I have so much to talk about the outcome of what's happening with the UFOs and what's to come, but there's just nobody coming to the channel. Can't say there's no interest, right? Just there's no traffic coming to the channel. But that happens. Bruce, going off what you just said, if the Matrix is made by a lesser god or source energy, well said, it can't produce a perfect copy like the source creator can. I love it. Well said. Hence the flaws we see. Déjà vu is an X. Listen, bro. Well said. And demigods, or whatever you want to call the ones that are manipulating the matrix. Like, for example, who knows that if we are not in a matrix that is already created by human, and that the real matrix and universe of God is on the outside. I had this really weird intuition. Excuse me, guys. Really weird intuition that we're in a bubble somewhere in another dimension, and it's not around us that are other dimensions. It's here, and that people on the outside can't see us. We're just a drop of water in the ocean. Hey, Terry, thanks for letting me know that. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Thanks for resubbing. Appreciate it. Jill in Japan, a sniff essential oil for memory recovery. Thanks for sharing that. Thank you for Karen. Maria, very smart. Same. What a treasure, too. Imagine the story when he gets back. What'd you get? What'd you get? A little gift. What? What'd you get? What'd you get? An earring. Gold. The guy's like, he feels so. It's smart, though, what you said, Maria. That's a smart gift. Me, for example, I'd give them my guitar if I had it. Actually, no. I wouldn't give them my guitar. Maybe an old guitar doesn't work. I don't know if they're musical or not. I'd be afraid of playing the guitar in case their ears are too sensitive and it bothers their ears and they kill me. So wouldn't play any drums, that's for sure. Greg Brown, good day to you. Thank you very much. A fib is nothing to play with. Seriously, absolutely. Lindsay Shaw, thank you very much for coming by the channel. I appreciate it. Evening, Bruce. Been a while. Yes, well, nice to see you. Glad to see the channel picked up. Lynn's from Connecticut. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, so the channel did not pick up. So what I showed you guys was a while back. There's a manipulation. The channel is completely dead. There's no new people, no comments, no nothing. And the revenue stopped. So I only had a little bit of revenue, but now next year I'm going to have to go get a little job at the same time to do this because there's just no way to be able to make it. It was a joke. Thank you very much. Hope it wasn't a joke. Well, hey, thanks for coming by, everyone. The only time I got close UFO on video, mysteriously got wiped off my phone by the next morning. Yeah, that been there, done that. Happened to me at least 30 times to the point where that day I didn't even do videos after. It just pissed me the hell off. A massive UFO beside the moon, that would have been the video of Bruce Cesal capture, the best one, and it didn't register. That really got me mad, but that's how it is. Yes, Paris Diamonds, literally transparent. And if you noticed, you can see the stars. Go back in the video I showed, you'll see the stars appearing through this transparent craft or shape that's going across the sky. You can literally see through it. Yet, what you can see through has a physical shape or form look to it and has angles and shapes, and you can see the thrusters and everything on it. Holy crap, it's an amazing capture. And I can't wait for Jeremy Corbell to talk about his. He's not allowed, eh? He only showed an image, guys, years ago, and he has not shown the video. And in my video, so guys, in other words, what's going to happen when Jeremy Corbell shows his chandelier video, you guys know it's going to be just like what I filmed here. It's got the same number of lights, 8 lights around it, and they're independent, the lights, the 4 and 4, like Jeremy said. It's see-through, transparent, and the shape in the center was changing, shape and form. I'm dying here to find out what shape and form is in the center of that changing light that Jeremy, he didn't get it, by the way. It's a video from someone in the Navy, by the way, a whistleblower. Thanks very much, Shane. Yeah, some of us can really relate and connect, eh? Yeah, but the feeling I had when it came down was total amazement. I didn't feel like there was any entity inside of that light. It had a shape and form, but for some reason I felt like that thing was alive. Scary stuff. It is scary and emotional to see and interact with something unknown. It really is. It brought tears to my eyes. And you guys and gals know it. As many nights that I cried, even once or twice that I actually bawled because it was a message that I was waiting for, a message, and I got it back. And that's really a beautiful thing. Some people say it was maybe just a message for you. Yep, but I'm sharing it. I'm sharing it with everyone. These UFOs rising up from the ground. Isn't it insane that I'm getting them here? I'm getting them on the moon. I even got them when I went to my brother's house, which, by the way, the video stayed under 1,000. So disappointing. I was up all night. Stop complaining, Bruce. Star Hunter, smash that like button. Thanks, man. I love you for it. Sammy AM is here. Sammy AM is in the house. Thank you very much. Too many incredible things he's captured. To trust random. Water checks my water checks by cops, right? Yeah. Isn't it odd, eh? Coming to the house, you need a sump pump in your house or anything, They want to get into your house and your lives, guys. I don't answer anymore when they come to my house. They can bite me. Didn't rape or murder nobody. You don't have to answer the door to a cop if I didn't rape or murder anybody, right? Not sure. That it could be, but honestly, it's funny you say that. The feeling I had is that that light was not governmental, but it could very well be. When I saw Jeremy Corbell show that the Navy had filmed that, but they destroyed the camera. They scrapped it. Maybe it'll work one day. Maybe I have to try another SD card or something. Thank you very much, Kristen, for hitting the like button. I noticed I hit the like button on your channel, come back, and my comment are gone. Yes, that is something that happens 20%, 25% of the time. Thanks, Kristen, also for letting me know that. When you give a like on the video, guys, just for the next couple of days or a week or two, if you don't mind, just double check one video or two. You don't have to play it. Just pause it and be sure that, hey, I gave it a like. And to see if the likes stay up, because they are taken down. Christie's told me, a whole bunch of people have told me this before. Darla's told me that before also. Hope Darla's doing okay. Dark Energy, hey there, everyone. Thank you very much. UFO shows sometimes captures lights on the moon, but far from your videos. Well, thank you, Maria. Absolutely. Eric also shares my channel. He features my channel. And I also feature Eric's channel. Eric had problems at one point. Eric has a Celestron 11-inch, same as my telescope, just a little bit smaller. Same telescope as mine, the CGXL. I don't know if he has the HD or not. I do. I have the HD. And he gets some good stuff on the moon. And he talks a lot about the sun and shares a lot of videos, too, of captures from other people sometimes, too. And he does, yes, he does definitely a good show. Sad world we live in, I'm telling you. That's well said. That is well said, brother. Oh, that's nuts. That's fucked up the seasons around the world, eh? They're all going to change, Terry Berry, eh? With the flipping of the poles and everything. We're going to see some movement around Earth. Pretty bad, I think. Oh, there you go. I don't like that. So that he could crash into the runway and land safely. We won't get him up in the sky. We'll just take the brakes off so that when he lands, you know, the brakes will give out because you have to brake full force. And of course, while taking off, they wouldn't know because they're not touching the brakes, basically. And there's not full force on the brakes. Yes, Paris Diamonds. It was Ingleswam that remote viewed the moon and said that it was occupied. And a lot of you guys and gals, some of you, lots of you told me that a lot of the captures. In other words, I caught every single thing that he mentioned that was on the moon, is what I was told. So that's pretty cool. Yes, maybe, Intrepid Soul. Thank you very much, Green Eyes. Shabbat Shalom, Bruce. Green Eyes, thank you very much. And happy Sabbath to you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Hello from Montreal, Quebec. Check out my videos, my friend, if you're interested in the moon. Little satellites I film. Like it. Plasma or plasmoid. Intelligent plasma. There you go. Even scarier. CMSJ tomorrow. See my scary jockey shorts? I don't know what that stands for. Why do I not know what that stands for? But it's something I see a lot. You have to inform me. I'm too old. Hey, thank you very much, Elias. Before I get off here, my friends. Yeah, we had some fun. I do have a music channel. If you guys want to check out the music channel, you can take the time to head on over to the music channel and subscribe if you want to hear me play some music. Sugar B, thanks again for being here. Elias says, after 24 months, thanks, buddy. This is an awesome live stream, stunning footage, and a great narrator. Thanks, Bruce. Big thumbs up. Merci, mon frère. Thank you so much. And thanks for the generous contributions, man. Thank you so much with both his channels, Crazy Music Space Jam, and to everything you all do to help this channel grow. I thank you so much. Looks hilly. Absolutely looks hilly. Mare Serenitatis, where I showed the inside of the mare. It looks mountainous, bumpy, rabateuse. Yes, 100%. That, Terry, you said a lot there, and I agree with you on that. That's another thing that we talked about a lot here, Terry. Barry, is about the frequencies of the eyes, the cone cells inside of the eyes, the cells, the way they react to light, and seeing little things and the little worms or fish flying around, and trying to understand the frequencies of our eyes. If aliens have a different frequency, and they do, of their eyes, they'll have the frequency based on the planet they're from. If they're from a planet, oh, ears are bopping. What the hell? To the point that I forgot what I was saying. Jesus, Murphy. Oh, yes, miles deep. Under the haze, the craters go down really low. They got descending levels on the moon that go down as far as 10 to 12,000 feet, something like that, they said. Thanks, Elias. Yes, exactly. And also Paris Diamonds, and thanks for coming by. Overhead bombing. Have you ever heard of a carpet bombing like they do in the war military back in the days, World War II? They're still doing it. Carpet bombing. So the planes launch all these bombs and they come out, they start hitting the ground, tuk, 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 one beside the other in a straight line. And sometimes you see 1, 2, 3, 4. You see lots of craters done that are very symmetrical, all of them together. Last Australian, thanks for being here. Honestly believe that space is not as we have been taught. I believe it's more water type environments. I agree with you on that, Kristen, with charged particles of matter. Yep, energy and frequency. Well, geez, hang on just a minute there. Doesn't it sound like we're in a washing machine or something? Doesn't it sound like we're in some type of machine with a liquid? You know, fish in the water, I don't think they know that they're inhaling water, right? They're just breathing, right? Maybe we're inhaling water and we're breathing. It sure isn't dense water because we can't get up. Oh, why would we not be able to swim up in the water? What would be a situation where somebody would not be able to float in water? And what would be the situation for somebody to have no buoyancy in water? You know what buoyancy is? Like the icebergs, when they say they melt, it's not going to flood Earth at all unless it blocks a bridge because of buoyancy. And buoyancy, the volume of the water will return to the same. When ice freezes up, it expands, but there's not more in volume. Volume, right? Yeah, sure. But it goes back to the exact same volume once it thaws, completely thaws. So if all the icebergs in Antarctica thaw, the oceans will not change levels at all. As a matter of fact, they will stay the same. Tunnels inside of the craters, yes, and pits also, absolutely. Slap a suit on me, and I'll go check it out. You're like me, Dark Energy. Listen, could you imagine how many people would do that? Honestly, could you imagine how many people for free would want to work and go to the moon like that to explore tunnels? How freaking amazing would that be? What's happening, guys? It's happening, or it already happened with the aliens, and the interaction between aliens and humans, I believe, is done here on Earth and not on the moon. Pretty sure. Thank you very much, Elias. Awesome to see all the colors. It's crazy, the colors on the moon, man. Yep, beautiful images. The moon is not gray. No, it isn't. It absolutely isn't. Rocky dokey, dokey. Rockety dokey, rockety doo. Birdie bishky birdie, then you baste the bird. I got up at 3:00 this morning, guys. I feel like it's two in the morning right now. I'm sure people have no idea what I just sang there. Oop, neighbor heard that. Thanks, Terry, and thanks for saying that. Yeah, I am Terry, and I have a protector. I have a guide that does protect me. Even a couple of death-defying stunts that I was able to get away from, not deliberate stunts, even in a car accident. Mais oui, Dark Energy. Well, I can teach you, bro. I can teach you. Bruce, it would help a lot if you made your pointer larger and a bright contrasting color. Thank you, Intrepid Soul. You mean like people still need to see? I know, like I see it, right? Like I don't even think it's necessary to put an arrow or a circle up, but I totally get you. If there was a program, a free program or something like that, I'd be more than happy to use it with pointers and all this to be able to do stuff. I could be able to do really good shows, but I mean, just I'm so bloody close. Plane looked like it lost all velocity. Yes, fell out of the sky like this, just fell straight down. Not even any momentum going forward or thrust, anything. Just you could hear that the motor was forcing. It was weird. It felt like a brick. Absolutely, it was horrific. I saw it. It was horrible. We don't see it going down on the other side of the trees. It's a good thing. saying it was ice, but as you know, many planes are up there, and only one was affected. It wasn't the weather. Yeah, it's, icing is out there. They were saying, like, you're talking about the icing the wings. They're supposed to do it. We do it here, especially in Montreal before taking off. They have to. Ice does accumulate on the wings of an airplane, and it's drastic, right? They're going to keep going after him to block the truth. Any chance they get, and if they're not able to take his life, well, yeah, it's horrible. My heart goes out to all those families of the people in Brazil that lost their loved ones. It's really sad, especially on a date like this, August 9th. It's obviously the end of someone's vacation, or maybe someone was on vacation. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely good. We got some funny flooding. It flooded the entire yard. The yard subsided now, went down almost completely. Roads are flooded here. It's the first time I've ever seen the roads flooded like that. Um, in town in fall and spring, we get flooded roads here because of the thaw. But now that we don't get snow, it's different. And the U.S., when they open up the dams, holy crap, they send down all the water here and all the big pieces of ice. So we have a pipin. My gosh, forgive my French. A tractor with a scoop on it, payload or whatever you guys call it in English. In pipin on the bridge in Huntington, just scooping the ice out because it's pushing the bridges through. So you can see that our system that's here, even our system of transportation, roads and bridges, is a temporary transportation system. It's to let the poor people get around Earth, but the elites don't get around like that. The elites will never take a car. The elites would be killed taking a car. They sleep worse than you at night. You know that, right? They're more afraid than you are at night about keeping their doors locked. They sleep in safes, basically, underground. Phew, itchy nose. So which mailboxer won the gold in the female division? Did not see it, brother. He is. He is a big enough man. Hey, Terry Berry, I was surprised to see that Trump is 6'3", I heard. Is that true? Jeez, I didn't think it was that tall. Terraforming, last Australian Star Hunter. Thanks. Don't know when our band. Don't know when our band. The moon would be the first for us to be terraforming. I agree with that. Last Australian, 100%. That's right. They can do it. Vicky, how are you? There was something square in his pocket. It looked like the bullet lodge in it. That could be. He probably got hit a couple of times. Poor guy. Kristen, I am too. I am so affected by it. There you go. There's a nice one to finish on. Thank you very much, you guys. WF, you will own nothing and like it. What a bunch of morons, eh, Terry? Could you imagine? Know the power you have and use it. Thank you, Sugar Bee. Yeah, know your power. I agree with it. The power protects me, and I always do it through God. The power that I have is God's power. It's not a power that that I inherited, or it's not a power that I have because I'm a magician. It's a power, a protection from a higher being. The power, I have the full power of the Lord, completely burn through anyone's eye sockets, but I don't have the right to use that power, and I wouldn't. He wouldn't allow me. But humans have the power to create storms, have the power to create wind, to make it rain. You have the power to create a scent in the air. We have a power. Okay, here's something really fucked up before I leave, guys. Okay, take this one. Okay, and think of, I don't know, Okay, trees infested by insects. The minute it happens, the trees respond immediately by sending out a message to all the other trees in a wide vicinity, wide range. The other trees know that that tree is being attacked by the insects and that a certain type of insect is there. They know by the frequency message sent what type of insect is in the area, and they change the taste of their leaves so that the insect will not munch on the trees. So one is a warning, a warner. He will warn the other trees, and then the other trees transform immediately. Uh, I don't know, chlorophyll, whatever you want to say. I'm no genius, but they change their metabolism, the trees, and they're able to make the leaves taste like poison. I guess they could do it also with their fruit. Have you guys, before I get off here, ever seen the videos of the trees that move and walk around? I'm not lying to you. They really do. They move around just like in the cartoons when the trees walk around, except the only thing they're not doing is that the roots in the ground pull themselves. Okay, think of it. The tree's here, okay? I'm a tree. And the guitar over there, I want to go over there. My roots are over there. So the tree bends and pulls its roots, and the tree in the forest starts walking around, literally going through other trees and going fast through other trees and can move around and stops all of a sudden and just puts itself there. The tree moves because of sunlight or shade or something that could be blocking it. It can move. These moving trees, I've seen them in Ontario. I don't know if they're anywhere else. You have to look up the videos of the trees that move. Scary as freaking hell. They look like they're alive. Well, they are alive, right? But I mean, imagine a situation where a whole forest gets up and fucks off and goes to the next town. Or imagine, because in the video, 3 trees left the forest and they went into a guy's yard, guys. Okay. The trees are this big, guys. They're ginormous. Could you imagine waking up in the morning and you have 3 very large trees in your yard and they're already planted and the grass is growing around it? Only a line. You won't see it. It opens up the ground. Okay. Imagine what the ground has to do for that tree to move around. Have you seen these videos, guys? Look them up. It's hilarious videos. Can we all say mud flood? Mud flood. I don't want one. Thanks, Sugar Bee. I am going to go let you go watch that rally. I'm going to watch it too. I hope Trump will be safe. Send him some energy, you guys. Protect him. He was protected when the bullet bounced off of him. You know why? Well, because of God. He said it. But honestly, you know why? Because everyone that was there was probably feeling that there could have been something happening and that nobody wanted Trump to get shot. So he didn't, because people combined their energies together. Terry Berry, the reason why there's no planes in my area, thanks for asking, it's because of the airport. I think the airport, when you're coming from the States, I'm on the border. So planes that are coming from the States into Canada have to call themselves into the airspace, right? They're going to cross over and on a certain route, and they come in over Ormstown or over Montreal because they align themselves to land in Montreal. So Ottawa aligns himself to go to Montreal, so they go over Valleyfield. They don't come over me. None at all. What I see over me are the big chemtrail planes. And when you look on flight radar, there are no planes that come over me. They all divert the triangle that I live in. Literally a triangle, right? If you look at, that's not a triangle, but it's a triangle if you look at the border. I'm literally 16 kilometers away from the lines. So I think that's why the planes stay away. There's Aeolians where I am. It's the border is there also. Like I'm right beside the border. So I don't know. The planes go around on the right because of the runway is aligned with the States when you coming from the States go to Montreal. And Ontario, They along the St. Lawrence and the St. Charles, whatever, as they're going past Valleyfield in the water, and they go all the way at the end of the water till they get to the airport. And the airport is direct there; they can land. I never see them coming over my area. We see chem planes. I see the chem planes coming over me, and once in a blue moon, but not that rare. I can still see a regular plane. British Airways came over. That's one. Maybe it's because of their directions where they're coming from. British Airways has a tendency of going over me. I've seen British Airways over me last summer, maybe 5 or 10 of them, and it's always the only plane I see is British Airways coming over me. I looked at the airport and where they're going from, or going to and from. And yeah, if they're going to Montreal, they're going to come right over me, probably from British Airways. But they move over. And what happens is, if they're not going over Valley from I have family members that live there. And sometimes the planes are diverted where they're not going over there, but they seem to be, now I can see them a little closer to me. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. No fly zone, restricted airspace you are in. No, I don't think I'm in a restricted area. And I say no, it could be, but no, I'm not at all in a no fly zone whatsoever. It's just that there are no planes that come over here at all. You can look up, I just showed you where I am. Look up Montreal for flight radar. I'm in Manchester. I'm in Huntingdon. You could look that up and you could see that the big planes are not going to come over me. They all go around me, because any Boeing plane that wants to land in Montreal is not going to be able to if it's over me. I think that's basically why. And they have to be more on the Valleyfield side so that they can align themselves. If they're coming where I am, they'd probably have to go around and make a big circle or whatnot, or be too far off. Yep, Castroland, that's where we live here. The created clouds that stay over you, 5G bounces off it, creating a mind control matrix. It's no jokes, guys. That's what they're doing. They're tapping into our minds, and it's going to be done with the clouds and frequency. They need cloud cover around the Earth, like they did during the war, to be able to detect the planes. That's what they're doing, and they're going to be able to detect us through those clouds. Have you ever heard of smart dust? Smart dust can be applied and controlled and directed through frequencies. And it's a light dust as big as a salt crystal flake that can be sent out in the sky, and the frequencies can command them to spread out or to go wherever. That's getting effing ridiculous. There's nothing they can't do now. So the tests that they're doing on us are affecting our health. I absolutely believe that. Harris campaign, don't vote for that twat. She wants to, it's a bit harsh. She's an ass. She wants to depopulate. Yeah, she wants less people on Earth. Too many people on Earth, and we want the children to grow. You know how she laughs, right? She likes laughing all the time, so. Yeah, thanks. Ken Ash, thanks a lot, my friend. About to get off here. Brazil has the best UFO videos I've seen recently. I agree. Even over the years, Terry, the shit that comes out of there is insane. Check it out. It expands and contracts in front of your eyes. Yeah, well, that's like the UFO that I'm seeing on the moon, or biological creatures, I am, my dear friend, just about to get off here. Sugar Bee getting sick knocked me out of my routine of grounding and meditating. I do some meditation too, lots of it, Kristen. But I'm slowly getting stronger. Good for you. I'm going to send you some energy. I hope you're ready for it. You'll be bouncing around full of energy when you wake up tomorrow morning. Thank you for all the love, and back to you. Thank you, Kristen, for everything, for everything. Patron, I saw there was an adjustment and everything. I noticed. I thank you so much. You're so very, very kind, guys. From Andromeda to Darla, who's not listening in or might be listening in later. I hope you're okay. Hope you all are. Lee, if you're listening in, I love you. Christy, if you're listening in, I love you guys. Grip Ripper, our friend Cecil. Cecil, hope your treatments went well. I hope you're relaxing this evening. And I think a Trump rally talking about a campaign or something. I was not familiar, Andromeda, with it either. Nogadad. Nougadad. Thank you very much for being here. Tav in the house. Thank you very much. It was rain and wind. Infiltrated the house. I had 2 rooms that leaked. Drops that were coming in. Luckily, there was no big infiltration. And it rained effing hard. It flooded the streets. The cops and fire trucks are going door to door to see if people are okay. Some of them are in their yards and they're outside with these hoses. The neighbor in front, his house is destroyed. The interior, the water came in through the ceiling, I think, in his living room, and he just fixed the whole house and everything. Poor guy, young couple, brand new young couple living together in their first home. Really want to thank each and every one of you for coming by the channel here. I really appreciate it. Will do, Terry. Thanks again for coming by. There you go, the last Australian. That's well said. Well, that's right, eh? And I was threatened to death. They told me that if you talk about what's on the moon, you mustn't like your kid very much, or I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want to see him get hit on the side of the autoroute by a high-speed hit and run vehicle, because I'm going to hit him. Those are messages I got, Terry Berry. I posted them here. Whether it was going to get me a strike or not, I literally posted everything, all the threats. And I told them to fuck off. And I told them, I dared them to come by. Literally, I said, I live here. I said, bring it. I said, put your mouth where your whatever is. And again, wasn't trying to show off. Not trying to be a big brave man, but I'm not going to let anybody come here and harm me. I'll kill him first. Be sure. I won't find you either. Pat also flooded from the storm. Man, I hope not in your house, Pat. It rained hard, bro. It rained insanely hard. I think we're gonna get some more shit this weekend with the sun there. Everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. And my mouse is dead now. I wanted to go see the contributions. I think I got 1 or 2 that I did not see. Un momento, por favor, mi amigos. You said it, Sugar Bee. We have to stick together. Protection in groups. Because eventually, people even talking about, Theo Vaughn was talking about the other day, was making me laugh. He's fucking funny with his haircut. He says, how did he say that? He says, we're going to create a homeless battalion, equip them all with weapons, and have them go out and try to attack the elite to see how far they can go. Theo Vaughn. Some people can talk about anything on their channels, eh? Not me. Maybe I'll stop talking about it then. Curtis Nelson, thank you very much, brother. Appreciate that, man. Absolutely. Thank you very much, man. Curtis Nelson. Yeah, shout out to Crow777. I got the double lunar wave too, brother. You want to check that out? Thanks again, man. Thank you so much, Curtis. Very thoughtful, man. Merci, Chantal. Colin. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Thanks, Kristen. Yeah, it's bad. Pat, too, I guess, got water. A lot of people getting water. I'm more worried about people with bigger houses or even nicer houses. Water comes in and it's scrapped carpets and floors and stuff like that. It's always too bad. Thanks for the contributions, my friends. Thanks, Curtis. Merci encore, Chantal. Vidéo courte demain, Chantal, sur la chaîne française. Working my ass off tomorrow. I'll be putting a lot of videos up. And you got to check out Tycho City, guys. I'll be honest with you. That's really what they're holding me back. There's connections where Tycho Crater is. It's all going to be exposed, is the way I see it. Hey, Bruce, have you ever tried astral projecting? I have, actually. And focusing on a specific spot on the moon. I attempted to remote view. I ended up just falling asleep. Most of the time, yes, I ended up falling asleep. But I went into this nowhere weird ass dream, a dark energy, very weird dream. When I was young, I astral projected and I was able to see entities. I was 4.5 doing this. My mother was telling me that I was telling her that I was going down to my grandmother's. I actually remember going down between the floors. And it was literally sort of like a mummy where I was in bed, just going down with my eyes closed, but I could see. That one really traumatized me. Closed eyes when I astral travel. My eyes aren't open, but I can see in front of me. But I didn't want to travel outside of this realm. We're not supposed to. I'd be very careful traveling outside of this realm. I'd be afraid to bring something back in. So basically, UFOs are portals. UFOs, a theory that I have, UFOs don't even fly around. Did you know that? There's a UFO. This is a testimony. It blows my mind. I love it. The UFO is bigger inside than the actual size of the spacecraft. When you go inside of the spacecraft, there is a giant room, 10 times, 100 times bigger than a spacecraft. You know what that means? It means a UFO is a portal. When you walk into the UFO craft, do you know that I'm starting to believe that it's just for humans that they did that? To make us believe that they did fly here from elsewhere? Those friggin' hypocrites, which they're cool hypocrites, by the way, they're protecting me. But when I say they're protecting me, I'm talking about one race of aliens. If there are good humans and bad humans, if in heaven there were good and bad, even angels, because they sent Satan out of it. He was one of the most beautiful angels. There could be good and bad aliens. If aliens were created by God, and they were, because above and below the firmament, above and below the waters, they would be created in his image. So there could be some good and evil entities out there. As for the evil entities, they're going to want to protect Earth against other bad aliens. But the problem is, bastards, they signed a contract with aliens to allow them to do experimentation here and exchanged technologies with them. That's where we're at in the UFO report. So I'll keep you all tuned with that too, because it was absolutely amazing. My God, Curtis, thank you so much, brother. I have to reheat coffee and stay a couple minutes now. A little reheating action. A little bite of chicken. I really appreciate that, you guys. 40's closed because of the rain. Ah, yoy, bro. The 40. Say goodnight, Gracie. Oh, that's Archie Bunker. I practice it and it is hard not to let personal emotions affect the reading. So it's a practice and try again. Yeah, and you have deep emotions. I'll tell you what, those of you that are able to do astral traveling, I guarantee you one thing. You are the most emotional person compared to all the other people that are around you. If any of you are astral traveling, it's because you have high emotions, not because you're a pack of nerves. I have a lot of emotions inside. Um, I could be threatened to death, mocked and ridiculed, and never shed a tear. I don't give a shit. But if I see a kid get hurt, if I see someone get stabbed, I'm offended. I'm really hurt. I have a hard time dealing with that, actually, because it's making me mad. I'm like a warrior inside. When I see somebody stab someone, I almost want to go and do the something just as dumb as that. The problem is that I'm not a killer, so I'd have a very hard time, even if somebody did come towards me with a knife, to be able to reply back to them. It's um, you only have to think of that once in your life, and you better make the right decision. I'm just upset about all the different countries. There's not one country here that's not having any problems. Every country, no matter what language you're talking, you're having problems with your country. Venezuela, Afghanistan. We saw the US, what they did when they went down there. They left 80 billion. I mean, seriously, who do you think got all that money? The terrorist groups got the money. We're on the stage. Literally. Oh boy. Mayonnaise. It's almost time. Almost time for Yellowstone. Absolutely. The planet here is quarter turning polar tilt, where in the seasons will pivot to, yeah. Okay, Earth is supposed to every 600 to 700,000 years do a flip. When it flips, well, here's the thing. It flips in a day, which I never thought it would have. I said it many a times. Who knows? It might take a year, it might take months. It'll be the biggest earthquake. Antarctica, North America will change places immediately. In a couple of minutes, we're going to sail as fast as can be, and all the continents are moving. Because what's happening now is that, when you think of the world, you think of the world as something really solid, right? I used to. And you say Earth is definitely solid because, it's old and the rocks and the mountains. Well, first of all, it's alive. Sorry, but it is. And it's full of moving parts. You have the tectonic plates. You have landslides, volcanoes and stuff. Think of it. There's nothing solid. There's all this chemical reaction and stuff and heat and plasma and whatnot. And, it's a little crazy. And when the shift happens, all the continents are going to shift. And if you look at all the continents in the world, if you look at a map, and when you look at the map, you'll notice that the continents and every large area, mass of land, they're all drooping the same way. The points of them all go downwards. They're all the same downwards. So that means, scary, that everything was formed at the same time. So how many times has Earth flipped? Well, I don't know, guys, because I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure if Earth and the moon have been here for more than 2,000 years. I doubt it. I doubt it. I honestly doubt it. I don't think the moon's 480 billion years old, right? Which they changed the date, by the way. They're starting to change the date. Science is changing, eh? Science, we'll see a lot of changes when it comes to science in the books. Well, guys, when we're young, the science book said a certain thing about the moon, how we were in an elliptical, elastic orbit around the sun, because we're not turning like this. A lot of people think, oh, we're just turning like this. No, we're not. We're going like this. We're flying by each other, they say. And then it comes back in the orbit. Then the sun comes back and they swing each other. Their magnetism is swinging around. I don't know how many times I tried to visualize how the solar system is. I still have a hard time trying to understand it. Well, listen, yeah, I am going to take the time to get off. So we made it to 10 o'clock anyways. And 2 long hours with me, you guys. Yes. It is Paris. And of all planes too, eh? Yeah, Sugar Bee, I can change and manipulate the weather. As a matter of fact, I'm going to shoot it out. It's only someone who's tried. Most of you wouldn't even dare try. I would if I were you. You never know what would happen. It all has to do with energy. Until that hurricane is barreling towards your house and you see your 2 neighbors disappear, their houses disappear. Yeah. Like a mother that lifts up a truck or a helicopter to go save her baby with one hand, flips the helicopter or even a truck over because of the adrenaline, because of the energy. I believe in energy. Thanks again, everyone, for the generous contributions. You guys are all absolutely amazing. I can't thank you enough. My friend Elias, Crazy, Curtis, thanks again, sir. I hope you guys come back. Thanks again for stopping by. Chantal, merci vraiment beaucoup. How come I didn't thank my friend Luke, Nathan Midlin. Hey, Bruce, good morning from Ireland. You have to teach me some Ireland. I hope you're doing well, Luke. Hope your dad's doing well. Your dad commented today, so looks like he was doing well. Thanks again, Curtis. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for serving, brother. All right, my friends. I'll talk to you soon. Leave some comments. I'll be answering comments tomorrow with the coffee. Merci encore, Chantal. Je t'aime fort. You guys are absolutely amazing. I'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye for now.